Danny boy, the pipes are calling from glen to glen and down the mountainside. The summer gone and all the roses falling. It's you, must go, but I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, or when the valley's hushed and white with snow. Sure, I'll be here in sunshine or in shadow. Oh, Danny boy, I love you so. And when ye come and all the flowers are dying, if I am dead, as dead I well may be, you'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. And I shall hear, though soft, you tread above me, and all me grave will warmer, sweeter be, for you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me. Hello, I'm Bob Bourke. I would like to sing you a song that came out in the year 1925 and acted by Lon Chaney, who was called A Man with 1,000 Faces, by Ted Fiorito, a California band leader who I listened to on radio before TV. While in Australia, I bought a record of Dick Powell and Ted Fiorito's orchestra played the music for his songs. In July of 2004, I will be 90 years old. Life is a play, we all play a part. The lover, the dreamer, the clown. The dreamer and the lover are always in tears, and the clown spreads the sunshine around. The life with a smile is the life worthwhile. So clown till that curtain comes down. Even though you're only make-believin', laugh, clown, laugh. Even though something inside is grievin', laugh, clown, don't frown. Don't let the world know your sorrow. Be a Pagliaccio, laugh, clown, laugh. The world is a masquerade party. We all have our own masks to wear. The rich man pretends he's happy. The pauper pretends he don't care. But underneath these false faces, the comedy doesn't go far. 'Cause at night when we look in the mirror, we see ourselves just as we are. But aren't we all of us actors? We're all of us part of a show. When we appear on that scene without asking, and we leave without wanting to go. I played the part of a lover, and to others my song may have charms, but the one that keeps my heart singing is 1,000,000 miles from my arms. My mask is all worn out with teardrops. At night when it is laid on the shelf, I may make the world think I'm merry, but I can't hide the truth from myself. No matter how much it may hurt, I must keep on acting, just like a Pagliacci. Laugh, clown, laugh. Life is a joke. The laugh is on us. We grumble, we sorrow, we pine. We all know that laughter is good for the soul, but a smile's a real welcome sign. So why don't we grin till that heart within says this is the road to sunshine? Even though you're only make-believin', laugh, clown, laugh. Even though something inside is grieving, laugh, clown, don't frown. Don't let the world know your sorrow. Be a Pagliacci, laugh, clown, laugh. I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why, but I do. I don't know why you thrill me like you do. I don't know why, but you do. The only time you hold me is when we're dancing. I don't know why I love you like I do. I don't know why, but I do. Casey wore his brand new hat at Murphys wake last night. Someone stole his hat and boy, it started up a fight. Casey smashed the furniture, the radio as well. He nearly woke the cops up as he began to yell. Oh, I had a hat when I came in, hung it on the rack. I'll have a hat when I go out, or I'll break somebody's back. And a decent man I am, and I don't like to shout. But I had a hat when I came in, and I'll have a hat when I go out. Casey kept on yelling till one-eyed Paddy Flynn socked him on the whiskers with a big rolling pin. He knocked poor Casey senseless, and boy, what a clout. As Casey laid there on the floor unconscious, why, you still could hear him shout, oh, I had a hat when I came in, hung it on the rack. I'll have a hat when I go out, or I'll break somebody's back. And a decent man I am, and I don't like to shout. But I had a hat when I came in, and I'll have a hat when I go out. Have you ever heard the story of how Ireland got its name? Well, I'll tell you so you'll understand from whence old Ireland came. It's no wonder that you're proud of that dear land across the sea. For here's the way me dear old mother told the tale to me. Sure, a little bit of heaven fell from out of the sky one day and nestled in the ocean in a spot so far away. And when the angels found it, sure it looked so sweet and fair, they said, suppose we leave it, for it looks so peaceful there. So they sprinkled it with stardust just to make the shamrocks grow. 'Tis the only place you'll find them, no matter where you go. Then they dotted it with silver just to make its legs so grand. And when they had it finished, sure they called it Ireland.
Mrs. McSorley had fine hearty twins, two fat little devils they were, with the bawling and squalling from morning till night, it would deafen you, I would declare. Be me soul, it was a caution, the way they would scream like the blast of a fisherman's horn. Mrs. McSorley jumped up in a rage and she threatened Miss Mullins's leg. Steady, Mullins, I beg the first man who dare lay a hand on me wife. The McGeans and the McGanns, they had an old grudge. The McMurphys pitched into the Flynns. They fought and they fought like the devil, turned over the bed and smothered the poor little twins. With the beer and the whiskey the whole blessed night, they couldn't stand up on their pins. And what an elegant time at the christening was had at McSorley's two beautiful twins.
There's the dew of Killarney, on her cheek there's the rose of Kildare, on her lips just a wee bit of Blarney, but the snow of Athlone in her hair. On a St. Patrick's morn she was cradled and born, on her smile there's a light that's divine. She's as sweet as the day she stole Dad's heart away, that old Irish mother of mine.
There's a spot in me heart which no Colleen may own. There's a death in me soul, never sounded or known. There's a place in my memory, my life that you fill. No other can take it, no one ever will. Sure, I love the dear silver that shines in your hair, and the brow that's all furrowed and wrinkled with care. I kiss the dear fingers so toil worn for me. Oh, God bless you and keep you, Mother Macree. Mrs. Murphy gave a party, it was about a week ago. And you know, the Murphys, they're not slow. They treated us like gentlemen. We tried to act the same, only for what happened, well, it was an awful shame. Mrs. Murphy dished the chowder out and fainted on the spot when she found a pair of overalls at the bottom of the pot. And Norin, he got ripping mad, his eyes were bulging out. He jumped up on the pie and loudly he did shout, "Who threw the overalls in Mrs. Murphys Chowder?" Nobody spoke, so he shouted all the louder, "It's an Irish trick, it's true, I can lick the micted through the overalls in Mrs. Murphys Chowder." I love you truly, truly, dear. Life with its sorrow, life with its tear. Gone is the sorrow, gone doubt and fear. For I love you truly, truly, dear. My mom, why I love her. My mom, you'd love her. Who wouldn't love her? My mom, anything I do, she's my only inspiration. Anytime I'm blue, she's my only consolation. As years grow on her, I gaze upon her. She's my Madonna, my mom. As I was walking along one day, I run into an old friend. And says I, "Hello, Tim. Say, what's the matter with you? What are you looking so awfully sad about?"
Oh, me boy, I just buried a bosom friend of mine by the name of Pat Murphy. Have you heard about it? I know I didn't. When did he die? Well, it was like this. Murphy and me were working together on the building. And one day, all of a sudden, the scaffold broke and down he fell to the pavement below. Holy St. Patrick, was he killed then? Why, sure he was killed. What do you think, man? After the height of that fall, 18 stories high, it'd be a miracle if he were alive. Well, anyway, I suppose it was a sudden stop. Now listen, if you want to hear about it, keep still. Well, Bourke, says the boss, you better go up and break the news the easiest way you can. So up I went and I knocked on the door. And says I, is this where the widow Murphy lives? And says she, I'm Mrs. Murphy, all right. Oh, but I'm no widow. Oh, you're not, eh? Just wait and see what they carry you up the stairs. Well, anyway, we laughed and we danced and we sang all night long at the wake. At the wake? What did you sing? We sung the night Pat Murphy died. The night Pat Murphy died? Now, how does that go? 'Twas a night that Paddy died. Oh, that's a night I'll never forget. The boys got rolling drunk and some ain't sober yet. As long as the bottle was passed around, all the boys began feeling gay. Until O'Leary, with his bagpipes, the music for to play. There stood Mrs. Murphy and Kelly and his pals, those dirty snaking thieves, into the anteroom, a bottle of whiskey stole. They put the whiskey on the cups to keep the liquor cold. That's how they showed their respects for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was too bad for Pat. Oh, but they winked at one another. The night that Paddy died, 'twas about 2 o'clock in the morning, and sudden dirty blue-eyed scamp wrote upon the coffin, here lies the tramp. That dirty O'Regan bunch, do you know what they did? They carved their initials upon the coffin lid. That dirty O'Flanagan bunch, do you know what they done? They stood the corpse in a corner, and they did it just for fun. That's how they showed their respects for Paddy Murphy. That's how they showed their honor and their pride. They said it was too bad for Pat, but they winked at one another the night that Paddy died. The pale moon was rising above the green mountain. The sun was declining beneath the blue sea, when we strayed with our love to the pure crystal fountain that stands in the beautiful vale of Tralley. She was lovely but fair as the rose of the summer, yet 'twas not her beauty that won me. Oh no, 'twas the truth in her eye that was dawning, that made me love Mary, the rose of Tralley. Roses of Picardy is the next number. That's a song about a cemetery that's in Picardy, France, and where all the World War I soldiers were buried. Roses are shining in Picardy, in the hush of the silver dew. Roses are flowering in Picardy, but there's never a rose like you. And the rose that dies with the summertime, but there's one rose that dies not in Picardy, is the rose that I keep in my heart. A shanty in old shanty town, The roof is so slanty, it touches the ground. It's a tumble-down shack by an old railroad track. Like a millionaire's mansion, it's calling me back. I'd give up a palace if I were a king. It's more than a palace, it's my everything. There's a queen awaiting there with a silvery crown in a shanty in old shanty town.
Next number. Yeah. This next number is a number that Mark Fisher composed. He used to be at the Senate Theater in Chicago at Kedzie and Madison. When you're smiling. When you're smiling, when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. When you're laughing, the sun comes shining through. And when you're crying, you bring on the rain. So stop your sighing, be happy again, keep on smiling, 'cause when you're smiling, the whole world smiles with you. There's a tear in me eye and I'm wondering why, for it never should be there at all. With such power in your smile, should a stone you'd beguile, and there's never a teardrop should fall. Should the sweet little laughter like some fairy song, and your eyes twinkle bright as can be. You should laugh all the while, now all other times smile. Now smile, a smile for me. Oh, when Irish eyes are smiling, sure it's like a morning spring. In the lilt of Irish laughter, you can hear the angels sing. When Irish hearts are happy, all the world seems bright and gay. And when Irish eyes are smiling, sure they steal your heart away. Unforgettable, that's what you are. Unforgettable, though near or far, like a song of love that clings to me. How the thought of you does things to me. Never before has someone been more unforgettable in every way and forevermore. That's how you'll stay. So darling, it's incredible that someone so unforgettable thinks that I am unforgettable too. Hope I can get the 10 in. I only got 'Twas 5 years ago last Sunday night that Clancy took a wife. 'Twas little Bridget Daly who would stick to him for life. They had a wooden wedding, the event to celebrate. They sent out invitations to the friends, both old and late. There was hardwood, softwood, kindling wood to light. There was wooden wood and shavings, enough to fill a bed. The night that Clancy was 5 years wed. Up jumped Maloney to give a recitation, all about the wood that grows in every nation. Up jumped O'Malley, he hit him such a whack. He raised up a hump in the middle of his back. That was the signal, and they all began to fight. The women hollered murder, and they said it wasn't right. Pat, Jim, and Murphy
through the window dove. O'Regan sat down on a red-hot stove. Mike grabbed Hallahan, dragged him by the hair. O'Brady hit O'Grady with the rung of the chair. Mike grabbed Sullivan, threw him on the bed. He stabbed him with a clothespin and left him there for dead. The police got 35 and 40 got away. They brought him before the judge the very next day. The judge passed sentence as before him they stood. Oh, Picardy, they were all sawn wood. Every girl is a bride with a groom right by her side, way down on Sweetheart Trail. Soon there'll be one more pair, 'cause I'm returning there, way down on Sweetheart Trail. The one I love, I'm gonna love all over, and we'll be found rambling round, knee-deep in clover. Hand in hand we'll stroll, and the church will be our goal when I'm back again on Sweetheart Trail. I'll see you again whenever spring breaks through again. Time may lie heavy between, but what has been is past forgetting. This sweet memory across the years will come to me. Though my world may go awry, in my heart will ever lie just the echo of a sigh. Goodbye.